Alright, two more problems here for the DMA 80 review. So make sure you know these two. Um, what we have here is a square root equation, and to solve a radical equation, in this case the house is by itself on one side of the equation, completely by itself. So since we're taking the square root, what we want to do here is square both sides. So when we square both sides, this burns this house down. If you take the square root of something and you square it, you're left with just the inside. So therefore we have x plus 6 over here. And when we square this side, we get 64. Because 8 squared is 64. And then just solve for x. So subtract 6 from both sides, and therefore we get x is equal to 58. And there's our answer to that problem. If we take 58 and plug it back in, before I wrote all this red stuff down, if we just plug 58 in here, 58 plus 6 is 64, and if you take the square root of 64, you do get 8. So that does work there. Now, this next problem here, we have to get the house by itself, because notice over here on the left hand side, this minus 3 is not inside of the house. So let's move that over. Let's add 3 to both sides. The 3's cancel out, so we're left with the cube root of 6x plus 4. And now this is equal to 4. So now we have a cube root. To get rid of that cube root, we need to cube both sides. So if we cube this side, and if we cube the other side over here, if you take the cube root of something and then you cube it, just like over here, the house burned down. So we burn this house down, we're left with 6x plus 4. And this is equal to 4 cubed is 4 times 4 times 4, which is equal to 64. And now let's finish solving this equation. Subtracting 4 from both sides, we get 6x is equal to 60. And then dividing by 6, we get x is equal to 10. And there's our solution there. So let's plug that back into the original equation before we started doing anything. So plugging in 10, 6 times 10 is 60. 60 plus 4 is 64. The cube root of 64 is 4. 4 minus 3 does give you 1. So here's two more problems that you definitely want to make sure you know for the DMA 80 module exam. And that's it for this video. Hope it helped.